Good morning student friends. In the last video we have seen investment casting process. In this video we will see centrifugal casting process. The essential feature of centrifugal casting process is introduction of liquid metal into rotating mold. Means when we are pouring molten metal into the mold cavity, the mold cavity continuously revolves about its axis or about axis of rotation. Centrifugal force is responsible in throwing the metal to the outside surface of the mold cavity, and we are providing chilling effect to the outer surface of the mold cavity, thereby we can achieve a directional solidification. Now this centrifugal casting process is majorly divided into three groups, that is true centrifugal casting process, semi centrifugal casting process and centrifuged casting process. This particular true centrifugal casting process is used in the manufacturing of hollow pipes which are made up of metal. In this process, castings are of a straight uniform inner diameter and are produced by rotating the mold about its own axis either vertically or horizontally. Here molds are made up of sand or metal depending on the number of castings to be produced. Inner surface of that casting must be a round, but outer surface may have any cross section like round, square, hexagonal, octagonal, any type of symmetric section you can produce by using this true centrifugal casting process. Here in the first chapter we have seen core is used to prepare the hollow casting, but in case of centrifugal casting process, particularly this true centrifugal casting process, core is not required to produce the hollow casting. Centrifugal force is responsible for throwing of the liquid metal to the outer periphery of the mold, and metal will solidify from the outer surface to the inner surface. A cylindrical mold is made to rotate on its own axis at a speed such that metal poured is thrown to the outer surface of the mold cavity. The metal solidifies in the form of hollow cylinder. You can see in this figure, metal is poured inside the mold cavity. Here this hatching line indicates solidified metal, that is a casting, and outer surface indicates the mold. This mold may be made up of sand or metal depending upon the number of castings to be produced, and this mold is continuously rotated about its axis of rotation, and we are providing the chilling effect to the outer surface of this mold so that outer surface of the mold will cool and solidify at the earlier as compared to inner surface, and if there is extra metal is required, that can be poured at the center and you can fulfill the shrinkage cavity which is occurring to the inner surface of the casting. Here thickness of the casting is controlled by amount of metal to be poured. This is a true centrifugal casting process used to produce the hollow pipes or tubes which are made up of metal. Only one casting is produced by using this true centrifugal casting process. This is not applicable for the mass production, and depending on the number of quantity to be produced, the mold is made up of metal or sand. Mold is continuously rotated. The basic principle of centrifugal casting process is introduction of liquid metal into rotating mold. Now second type of the centrifugal casting process is semi-centrifugal casting process. This particular process is used to in the manufacturing of alloy wheel of the two-wheeler, wheels, big wheels, alloy wheel, shoes which are used in the crane manufacturing, or gear blanks. These are the application of semi-centrifugal casting process. Now in this figure you can see this is the cut section of semi-centrifugal casting process. Here also the mold is rotated about the axis of rotation. Here hub core is placed at the center. You have seen the alloy wheel of the two-wheeler is having a hole at the center, and that hole is prepared by using this hub core, and this is the pouring basin. At both sides pouring basin is present through which metal enters into the mold cavity, and that metal is passed to all the parts of the mold cavity. This is semi-centrifugal casting process. Here you can see the mold cavity is made in two parts, that is cope section, drag section. Imaginary line joining the cope and drag is called as a parting line. Simple pipe is the result of true centrifugal casting technique, but as and when complexity of the part increases, we have to go for semi-centrifugal casting process. Gear blanks, shoes and wheels are produced with the help of semi-centrifugal casting process. Like a true centrifugal casting process, semi-centrifugal casting also utilizes rotation of the mold. In three of the processes, that is true centrifugal, semi-centrifugal and centrifuge, in all the three process while pouring the mold is in the rotary condition. This particular semi-centrifugal casting process is applicable for the mass production because one above the other mold cavities are joined together or stacked together. That is called as a stack molding. Means number of alloy wheels, shoes or the gear blanks you can produce at a time by using a common pouring basin. This here core is used to form the central cavity as in the hub of the wheel. This hub core is used to prepare the central cavity. This is again used to have the internal shapes that is not possible by other methods. Semi-centrifugal casting are normally made in vertical machines. The mold cavity is arranged within the mold so that its central axis is vertical and concentric with the axis of rotation. Directional solidification can be obtained by proper getting of the casting, padding and the selective chilling. Here you can go for proper getting system, also you can provide the chilling effect, thereby you can achieve the directional solidification. The cast parts which are more complicated and not to be manufactured by true centrifugal casting process are easily made by using centrifugal casting process. Here one above the other the molds are joined together and that is called as a stack molding. That particular technique is used to the manufacture of mass production components. This is semi-centrifugal casting process used in the application of gear wheels, and again alloy wheels, gear blanks, shoes. All these are the application of this semi-centrifugal casting process. Third type is centrifuge. Here complexity of the part is more and which is not possible to manufacture by true centrifugal or semi-centrifugal. That parts are manufactured by centrifuged casting process. Here parts are not symmetrical about any axis of rotation. Here axis of rotation and axis of the mold cavity is different and they are parallel to each other. They are not coinciding as like in a case of true centrifugal and semi-centrifugal. The axis of mold and that of rotation do not coincide with each other. Casting shape imposes no special limitation in this process and an almost unlimited variety of smaller shapes can be cast. By looking at the figure you can see here at a time 5 different castings. This one circle stands for one mold cavity and the line joining the central sprue and this mold cavity is called as a gates. Means for single mold cavity we have to use a separate gate. Means by using this centrifuged casting process you can produce in a single pouring you can produce the number of components. This is used in the manufacturing of wall bodies, wall bonnets, plugs, yokes. All these are the applications of this centrifuged casting process which are having a smaller cross section. Here mold cavities are fed by a common central sprue. This is the top view and this is the cut section, cut front view of the centrifuged casting process. This is one mold cavity, this is other mold cavity and they are joined to this common central sprue by using the gates. And here center hole you can see in the top view as well as in the cut section. You can see the central hole is made by using a core. Means only in a case of true centrifugal casting process without using a core you are manufacturing hollow casting, but in case of centrifuged and semi-centrifugal casting process you need to use a core to make internal details on the hollow casting. Here the castings are manufactured in a multiple layers one above the other and that are produced in a single mold and that method is called as a stack molding. This is applicable to centrifuged as well as semi-centrifugal casting process. This particular method is suitable for the manufacturing of wall bodies, wall bonnets, plugs, yokes and wide variety of other industrial components which are having a small size and large quantities. This is total about centrifugal casting process. We will see its advantages. Formation of hollow interiors in the cylinders without using core. This advantage is only applicable to the true centrifugal casting process. Without using a core you can manufacture the hollow castings. Less material is required. In case of green sand molding we have seen more material is wastage, that has solidified in pouring basins, sprue, runner, ingates and riser, but here less amount of scrap is developed. Fine grain structure at the outer surface of casting, free of gas, shrinkage, cavity and porosity. Here we are manufacturing here we are achieving directional solidification as and when the casting is pulling from outside to the inner surface. That's why density of the part is more to the outer surface as compared to inner surface. Fine grain structure is obtained to the outer surface as compared to inner surface. Here centrifugal force is acting on the alloying elements, and each alloying element has a different density. That's why centrifugal force acting on the alloying element is different, but rather than obtaining a uniform mixing of alloying elements with the base material, here separation of the alloying elements may take place. That's why you will not get a uniform mechanical properties to the cast part. That is bigger disadvantage of this process. Here contamination of internal surface of casting with non-metallic inclusions that may be taking place, because non-metallic inclusions are having lesser density, that are coming at the center portion of the mold cavity, which is easy to remove in case of true centrifugal casting process, but difficult to remove in case of semi-centrifugal or centrifugal casting process. And you will not get throughout the length, internal diameter may not be accurate. That is the 3 disadvantages of this centrifugal casting process. In the next lecture we will see next process.